What is up, YouTube, and all my fish keeping friends? How's it going out there in Fish Tank Land? I am rushing to get onto my live stream. I'm trying to do so many things today. One of them being filming some content before I make my way to Peru. There's a microphone that probably helps. Woo! I just finished filming, as you can tell. I got my mic, light still set up behind me, camera still set up behind me. Um, I am hustling. I'm crushing it. I'm trying to get it all done. I appreciate any of you that are here yet. I don't know. Wow, that's all awesome to see people. Like, I didn't even like post this. I just went live. Bam, here I am. It's so nice to see all of you in the chat that quickly. That's so awesome. Daryl Dimmer, Honeybee, Mad Fish, David Joel's Aquariums, Valley Fish, Shock Shield Aquatics, Only Claire Jones, Knackered Aquarius. What is up? Dirty Old Farm Hand, how are you? Liberty Bell Cichlids, how are you? Congratulations on 1,100 and something subscribers. That is super awesome. I'm so happy for you. Mr. B's Fish and Things, I hope you're doing good on that aquarium today. Getting that thing all siliconed up. Oh, boy. Yeah, I just finished cramming out 2 videos. I did an aquascaping on the bottom, left or right, whatever it might be, bottom tank down there that's not full of plants yet. I just did an aquascape there and did a review on my new backpack for Peru. So I'm not going to show it to you. I'll make you wait and watch the video. It is a really awesome backpack made by Dakine, a photography backpack, super killer piece of equipment. It is going to do everything I need it to do while I'm in Peru. Yeah, I can't even speak. And I have nothing to drink. I've been hustling. I got some cold coffee here. Cheers, cold coffee. It's better than nothing. But ooh, sweet too. All right, Gar, how are you? Welcome to the chat. So yeah, obviously I'm hustling to get ready for Peru, packing my bags, checking it twice. A lot going on. Some of my clothing is not arrived from Amazon. It hasn't even been shipped. So completely honestly, if it doesn't get shipped by this evening, I'm going to go ahead and cancel that order. Very unfortunately, it's very unfortunate. They told me that it would be here by today or tomorrow when it was expected. So the fact they haven't even shipped it yet means that they're playing some third-party thing and they're waiting for it to even arrive in their warehouse. So it kind of it might be fulfilled by Amazon, but it was definitely not in stock. They're not telling the truth, anyways. It should be easy. It's a couple of pairs of lightweight, quick dry hiking pants that zip at the knee, that unzip at the knee, so they could literally put them. They should fit into a plastic envelope, you know, and just ship like that. They don't even have to be in a box. So there's no reason why they couldn't have sent it out already. So probably be canceling that order. But everything else I need is I have. I'm just gonna go ahead and go with my cargo pants. I'm not too worried about it. Things get wet. I'll let them dry overnight. I'm not stressing it. Um, you know, it's not much different than here. It might be a little bit cooler. Let's see. Heather Nielsen, hello, welcome to the chat. Jason from Fish Tropics, how are you? Good to see you. To everyone, happy Sunday. I hope you all had an awesome 4th of July. I had a good 4th of July. It was Carnival for us here as well. So we celebrated the 3rd of July, which was the Emancipation Day of slavery, Emancipation Day. 4th of July, obviously, Independence Day for the United States. And all around just our annual Carnival, which is a very big annual event, bigger than Christmas or anything else in the Caribbean. It's the #1 holiday for most Caribbean islands. We go all out. It lasts 2 or 3 weeks of concerts and partying until 2 or 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I didn't partake in all that. I stayed out one night until about 2. That was it, just to film some bands that I really do like, that I've listened to for many years. Some nice calypso bands, a brass band, brass calypso music. Anyways, let's see who else is in here. It's pretty much everybody right now. Eric, how are you? Good to see you in here. I don't know if I said Honeybee, but welcome to the chat. It's good to have you in here. So yeah, I'm kind of completely distracted. I was in Dwayne Kitchell's live stream yesterday. My buddy, my pal, my my roommate for at least one night in Lima. I don't know how our living situation will be when we are in Puerto Maldonado, but I'm sure that we're probably going to be bunked up in the same rooms. Maybe there might be two of us. We might even be in bunk beds. I don't know. They haven't told us the details of that situation there. But I do know that I will be spending one night in a hotel and a bed and breakfast with Dwayne Kitchell when I arrive in Lima, Peru. There'll be the night of the 13th. Or wait, no. Yeah, it should be the night of the 13th. Wait, no. Night of the 14th. No, that's Friday the 13th. It should actually be the 14th, I believe. The night of the 14th, if I get it right. I'm all over the place. I should be looking at all my itinerary, everything ready to go. I've got itinerary in here, and then I'm not messing around. I'm super organized. I've done a lot of work in production with other people, film work and stuff like that. I'm not claiming to be super awesome or a pro at anything. As you can tell from my content, I'm not a pro, just having fun and doing what I love. But I do have some experience organizing, scheduling, production, and stuff like that. So I have a full production schedule for myself ready to go. It's not so much a production schedule, but I literally have a production report for print, an individual production report, dated, labeled, and everything for every day of the expedition of the trip. Everything from, you see how I have day 1 of 13, and every sheet is printed out properly. Day 2 of 13, day 3 or day 4 of 13, and the date is also on there. And this will have all of my information, all of my notes, locations, filming notes, what SD cards I filmed with, audio notes, other equipment notes, and things like that. My expenses for the day, any money that I spent, and any of my tips, whether I used cash, credit card, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff will be recorded and kept for my records. So when I do return, I will not have a problem doing post production and editing of my footage. I will know exactly what SD card my footage is on for that piece of film that I'm doing, or that piece of a video that I'm creating. All be super organized, just so you guys know. I am not messing around. This is really important to me. This is a dream come true, but it's also an opportunity for me to use my skills and use my talents, which I have acquired over the years from different experiences and stuff. And it's an opportunity for me to be an artist. That's how I look at YouTube and content creation. For me, it's art. I love doing it. I get high off of it. It's my high these days. So um, it's a lot more than just going to net some fish and collect some fish. For me, it means a lot more to me than that. It's going to be an opportunity for me to go back to my childhood a little bit. As most of you know, I grew up in the pet trade. My parents imported exotic reptiles and birds from Mexico. So for about 4 years of my childhood, I lived out of a car in the jungles of Mexico, and we imported animals back to the United States by the crate full, and were quarantined and sold to the pet shop trade in the United States. So I've done this kind of stuff before. I grew up doing this kind of stuff in Central America, in Latin America, to be specific. And I grew up around Latin Indians and stuff like that, pan flute music, the food, the culture, and the language. And for me, this is going back to my childhood. I have to be honest, there's going to be some emotional moments for me. Just thinking about it kind of gets me a little emotional because it's been a long time. It's been a long time, but it's going to be good stuff for sure. Whew. The music alone really gets me. I remember as a kid growing up around pan flute music, and I remember when I was young and coming back to the States, and when I was a kid in the United States, when I would hear pan flute music, it used to make me cry because it just made me, as a kid, I just wanted to be back in Mexico. I wanted to be back in the jungle. I wanted to be back running around in my whitey tighties with no clothes on, just playing in the jungle, getting bit by mosquitoes, and running around barefoot in my underwear. Like that was my childhood, and it just this will be awesome, and this is a bucket list thing for me. I'm not going to Machu Picchu, which is really kind of part of my bucket list of going to Peru, but I know I'll be going back again next year. I've said that already, and I just know it and I feel it, and I will be I'll be doing Machu Picchu next year. And I also am looking forward to probably Ecuador as well next year. I have a good friend that I do film work with here in the Virgin Islands, Jorge. He is kind of my Jimmy here, and he hasn't edited for me yet. But when I return from Peru, he will be helping me to edit the footage. That's another reason why I'm keeping it so organized. I won't be doing all of the editing myself probably, so I want it to be very fluid and very organized and easy to understand. So if someone else is helping me to edit, they can find everything that they need on SD cards and have notes so they understand what I'm doing and what the footage is about and things like that. River Life, how are you? Good to see you in here, Rack. I appreciate you hanging out. Good morning on a Sunday morning to you all. It's about 2:14 for me, but I know for a lot of you it's still morning. It's still before noon. Any of you over on the West Coast? So good morning to you folks. And yeah, no, this is going to be awesome. I can't really think about anything else right now. My bags are pretty much packed except for some of the clothes that are still they're actually in the mailbox, but I can't get to them until the like mailbox etc. place where I get my mail, my PO box. I can't get to my PO box until tomorrow morning, and I have two nice expedition shirts that unzip at the arm, so they become short sleeve shirts. And I have another expedition hat. Where's my hat? Yeah, I have this hat here. Bam. That makes me look like a bushwhacker right there. That's even. Hey, how you doing? What's up? Yeah, I got this hat, but I also have another hat coming that's got a little bit more of a formed top to it, and it has a neck guard that hangs out in the back to keep the sun off the back of my neck. That'll be really, really nice to have. So I have that hat and those two shirts coming. Like I said, the pants are probably not going to be. I'm going to have to go ahead and cancel that and let that one go. And I'm just going to wear my cargo pants. Take cargo pants. That'll do the job. I will be fine. I probably even wear board shorts under the cargo pants so that if I really want to just get in the water in certain places, I can just jump in my bathing suit. There will be a snorkel and mask there. I was going to pack my snorkel in my mask so that I could get some underwater footage. This is a sneak peek. I do have a video coming out on this guy. I have a DIY video that ended up being 20 minutes. I don't know how some of my videos end up being so long. I didn't even plan for it, but it was all important information, I guess. But I have a video coming out while I'm gone that will show the construction of this guy. But this is my DIY underwater GoPro rig, which I will be dismantling. It's not it comes down into pieces, and I'll be able to take that with me as well. So yeah, I'll be able to do some underwater footage. Like I said, there is a snorkel and mask that somebody brought that is there, and I don't mind going ahead and using that. I don't know. I might still bring mine, but I'm not trying to waste space. I'm literally just bringing my my production bag, my backpack, and a carry-on, a hard case carry-on, and that maybe I will share with you guys. I was gonna make a video about it. I don't know if I'm really not gonna have time to make this video. I might still make this video. I don't know. I'm just gonna show you guys this because all of you that came in here to my chat, this is for you guys, and half of your channels are on this. I'm trying not to get emotional. I don't know why I get so emotional. Sometimes. But this is for you guys. I went ahead and personalized my carry-on. I have pretty much everybody I can fit on here. I'm taking you guys with me to Peru as best way that I can. I can't fit you in my carry-on, but I can put you on the outside of my carry-on. So I have everybody that I can come up with is on the carry-on. Super cool, huh, guys? There you go, River Life. You're right there, and you'll be with me in Peru, one way or the other. Got a lot of really awesome channels here. You guys might recognize some of them. Turtle Girl, Sergeant Tank. We got everybody. All these stickers obviously were made by Jadrin from Jadrin Aquatics. We got Jadrin Aquatics right there. We got V-Stag. We got Mr. Science Geek, Dante's Wildlife. We have Susan for SLC Aquatics. I've got good old Bob Steamfud here, Danny's Aquariums. We have another Sergeant's Tank sticker. We got Flip Aquatics. You've got Priscilla MK, Multi-Tank Addiction, Michael's Fish Room, obviously Aquarium Co-op over here, Flint's Fish Forum, Dank Tanks right there, Sherry Sweeney, Tazawa Tanks right there at the bottom, NY Gold, Rob Hicks, Perth Cichlids, all kinds of good sides. We got Jesse down here, HC Aqua. You got D from down the wormhole. Boy, all kinds of stuff. JJ Aquariums, Fish Freaks. All kinds of good stuff. And all the good guys here on the back. Challenge the Wild, Aquarium Co-op, My Aquarium Box. Anyways, so you guys will be with me while I'm in Peru. It'll be hard for me to lose this or to be able to unidentify this. So I don't have a Fish Tropic sticker. I don't know that Jadrin has made one. So unfortunately, I don't have a sticker for you, Jason. One thing about this carry-on, I thought I've used this before. This is not mine. This is the girlfriend's. And she went ahead and let me have it. Actually, I bought her a new carry-on so that I could do this to this carry-on. And in the back of my head, just like photographically, I don't know, I thought that this was a smooth case, but it actually has a little bit of a texture to it. So I honestly had to work a little hard to burnish these stickers down and rub them down. And some of them they're trying to pop up a little bit in some places. I did clean it really well before I put them on, but I'm just going to have to keep rubbing them in and burnishing them in until they stick all the way. But they're doing a pretty good job. Either way, it's the thought that counts. And it's the only thing that I could think that I could do with these stickers. The best thing. I've had these in the Ziploc bag, all these stickers, and trying to come up with a good use for them, a good way to display them. And me wanting to travel and do these adventures, I'm definitely going to be doing that kind of stuff a lot. This is not my only trip doing this. I have some other stuff planned in the near future. Jamaica, St. Croix, in next year, Ecuador, and Peru again, and who knows where else. I've got the aquatic experience coming around the corner. This will be going with me to the aquatic experience in Chicago. So the best use for the stickers for me, and the best way for me to show you guys how I care and be able to take you guys with me on my adventures the best way possible. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you guys enjoy it. We have Unconventional Aquatics as well right there next to D from Down the Wormhole. But good stuff. Good stuff. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be able to spot my luggage, but luckily it's not going to be checked, so I'm not going to have to wait for it to go around the belt and collect it or anything like that. My goal is to not lose anything, and the only way to not lose any of my luggage is to not check any luggage. So it's my backpack and my carry-on. It will all be on the plane with me. If the plane goes down, I'm grabbing my stuff and I'm going to hold on to it and jump out of the plane with it in my hands. It is what it is. But yeah, that's that. Let's see. Who else came up in here that I've missed? Mr. D, how are you? Let's see. KG Cichlids, I think I saw you already. Well, I've seen you a couple times a day, so like other streams. And yesterday, I thought sometimes I forget. I lose it because I've been seeing so many people every day on other streams as well. We have Tropical Fish Craze. How are you? Good to see you in here. Why don't I know that channel though? Let me go ahead. I guess, see, this is when I get lost and I start going to go find channels when I'm supposed to be doing a live stream. I am sub to you, Tropical Fish Craze channel. I am definitely sub to. And wow, you got a video, one video a day for the last 3 days there. Black angelfish updates, and your Oscar fish. Awesome. I'm gonna have to go ahead and watch those videos. Go check that out. Very cool. But I'm glad that I am sub to you. Yeah. Greg Jones, how are you? Show this again while you're in here. I was showing everybody that I am taking everybody with me that I can on my trip to Peru the best way I possibly can. Like I said, I can't fit everybody inside of my carry-on, but I'm going to take you guys with me on the outside of my carry-on. So I do have my aquarium box right there representing my aquarium box. That is awesome. And everybody else that I could fit on here, every flat space that I could find on this carry-on that I could put a sticker, I put a sticker. So that's super, super awesome stuff. Fancy Tail Aquatics, how are you? You're on there as well somewhere. I could have sworn I seen your sticker on here. Oh, I'm not sure. AMA Aquatics down there. Dean0026. I thought I had your sticker on there. Ah, boy. Can you not tell that I'm super excited? I'm really excited. I guess people ask me what are my biggest fears, and I really don't. What was he? Oh, Greg Jones is asking me, "What's up, buddy? Bringing any fish home?" I'm not really planning on bringing fish home for one reason, for two reasons. For one, I really don't have anything cycled and ready. I did finish a tank back here behind the camera that I just finished filming that and rushed to get over here on my live stream. Really hustling, trying to do too many things at the same time. But I just scaped that tank. You can't see because the light is so bright, but that's good. I don't want you to see. I want you to watch the video. But I just scaped that tank and planted that tank on camera. So yes, hide that, Jasper. Don't let them see that tank. Anyways, but what was I getting at? Oh, I'm okay. So for two reasons, I'm not bringing anything back. For one, I have no place to really put anything. I don't have anything ready to quarantine fish when they come back. There's really three reasons. The second reason really is I take it as a really big responsibility to take anything out of the wild. If I take something out of the wild, my goal is to procreate that fish, to breed that fish, and um, to create a colony of that fish that I can, in the end, eventually sell within the hobby, distribute within the hobby to keep other people from having to go out into the wild and take them from the natural environment. So unless I was planning on actually going forward and breeding that fish on a breeding program, there's no reason why I'm going to pull it out of the wild and risk killing it in my possession and then diluting the population in the wild. So that's the second reason. And the third reason is it's really expensive. There's a lot of paperwork. And once you get into the U.S. Customs, once you come to the U.S. side, they can hold your package for up to 24, 48 hours in quarantine. I'm not going to say quarantine, but just to observe it, to go through the process. The red tape and the paperwork on the U.S. side is insane. On the Peruvian side, it's a $35 permit in like one piece of paper and you're done. And I actually think that even Michael Barber actually helps to fill out that piece of paperwork. It's like one sheet, you pay your $35 and you can put up to 6 fish in your luggage and you're good to go. But once you get to the United States and you get in the United States Custom Department, that little bag of 6 fish in your backpack, in your in your checked baggage, they can do whatever they want with it, and they can charge you a bunch of money to bring it in for permits and a bunch of pieces of paperwork. Eric Bodrock, I asked him personally his experience. He was there about 2 months ago with Go Wild Peru and Michael Barber, and I think actually I'm trying to think of who else was there. There was some other people there as well, but he brought back 3 boxes of fish and they charged him 250. He paid $250 per box to bring those boxes back through the United States for shipping, taxes, and permits and everything. And it took 72 hours, and most of that time was because they were sitting for 24 hours in the possession of the United States Customs Department, holding them temporarily before they release the boxes. So I've just been told it's a real pain in the butt, and I'm not going there for pain. I'm not going there for stress, and I'm not going to risk the life of fish, taking them out of the wild to have them die in the possession of the Customs Department and pay hundreds of dollars to have. It's just, I'm already spending thousands to go there. For me, it's art, it's cinematography. I want to share this experience with you guys. There's a lot of you out there and a lot of people that I know that will never have the opportunity to do this. And the best thing that I can do to give back is to share this with you guys, to share the experience with you guys to the best of my ability through video content and through my dialogue and my stories. So I just really plan on sharing that experience and getting as much footage as I possibly can. I definitely want to catch fish. I want to hold the fish in my hand, observe them, learn some taxonomy that I don't know in regards to different species of fish from the region. There's a lot that I'm going to be learning. So for me, it's a learning experience. It's an experience hands-on with these species, getting to observe and see their natural environment, where they came from, and and record it all for you guys so that you guys can see it through my camera, through my eyes as well. So that's really my goal. No, I'm not. So short story long, Greg Jones. I am not going to bring back fish. Maybe another time with a plan. You know, I would have 2 or 3 tanks ready to go here, cycled and ready. First off, and I would know exactly what I want. Now, fish that I'd like to find, if I was going to bring back fish, if somebody in the group, hint, hint, Corey, or somebody that might be bringing back a box of fish, something like that, someone wants to hook me up and bring some fish back for me and then send them to me, I would want cold water mountain tetra, maybe pencil fish, the red Peruvian pencil fish. Priscilla, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Peter, good to see you as well. Dennis, thank you for popping in. Good to see you. Yeah, I would go for cold water mountain tetra, some more rare tetra, and then Peruvian red pencil fish, which they might not be at that altitude and that temperature. There's definitely going to be some really cool striped and just different kinds of knife fish. Like I think there will be some ghost knife fish, but more like some like tiger striped knife fish and things like that. There will be tons of Corridora all over the place. Apistogramma. I don't know specifically which kinds of Apistogramma, but there will definitely be. What I've been told is we'll find Pistogramma everywhere, and we'll find Corridoras and different species of catfish all over the place for sure. That is a given. Yankees Outdoor Adventure, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing well. My condolences to everybody in the outdoor adventure niche, and to really everybody on YouTube that were fans of the channel. But it definitely hit me pretty hard because I do love to do outdoor adventure, and I love to do some crazy stuff and go for the daring shot if I can. And I run around and play on waterfalls, as you've seen in my videos, in really slippery, dangerous places. And you guys haven't seen me, but yet do this. But I do a lot of stuff with rock climbing gear. I have a whole rig of professional rock climbing equipment. I've been rock climbing since I was very young. And as soon as I can incorporate that into fish collecting videos, you will see me rock climbing, rappelling, and doing some pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy and partially dangerous stuff. But safety always comes first. But my condolences to everybody in the outdoor adventure niche for the loss of the 3 YouTubers from High on Life. Sunday Fun Days. That was very, very, very tragic and just really, really, really sad. If most of you haven't seen In My News or haven't seen the video in the link of the hashtag FishFamNews, I have a link to the news report about it, and I also have the latest video, which was of all of the members, the editorial members, and the rest of the filming crew for that channel. But the three main stars of that channel, um, uh, you had Riker, Alexia, and Megan. Um, they all died falling over the edge of a waterfall. It was at Shannon's Falls, British Columbia. Um, it was super super tragic. I guess Megan had slipped and went over the edge and fell 30 meters and I guess suffered concussions or something like that. But she hit, and the other two didn't know what was on the other side, and they went down after her to save her, and they both lost their lives as well. So the best thing that we can all learn from that is, like I said before in the news, strive for that perfect shot, but please be safe, and safety first. That always comes first. If you don't make it through that adventure, you can't edit it and post it on YouTube. So just watch yourself and safety first. That's the best thing that I can say. Happy trails hiking. Good to see you in here as well. You guys all know I'm about 4 days away from getting on an airplane and making my way to Peru to eventually to stay one night in Lima, and then make my way up into fly up into the mountains to Puerto Maltinado, and then from there we'll be driving and hiking up into the mountains above about 18,000 feet in altitude. It is the June, July are the peak winter months in the southern hemisphere there, so it will be kind of chilly, but not so bad. We're looking at temperatures from about 85 to 92 degrees during the day, which is pretty nice. And the evenings, we're looking at temperatures as low as about 65, maybe about 72 to 65 to 72 degrees in the evening. So there will be extra blankets, I'm told, at the house if we need them, but we'll see how that goes. I definitely am very much used to the warm weather here. So anything less than 75 degrees is kind of chilly to me. I mean, my apartment with the AC on doesn't get anything lower than about 74 degrees anyways with AC rolling. That's cold for me. So 65 degrees is definitely going to be a little chilly, but I think it'll be a nice contrast if we're going to have temperatures of about 85 to 90, 92. I think one of the days I looked at the Weather Channel's 10-day forecast, and it was even one day that I think was up to 96 degrees. So, if the sun's out and it's nice and sunny, and it's going to make a big difference. And if we're waist deep in some 50, 54 degree water. So I'll be okay. I'll try not to show my how cold I am on camera. Oh boy, it'll be fun. Let's see. Tropical fish crazy. Is that tropical fish crazy or fish craze? I don't know how to properly pronounce that, but yeah. Um, let's see. I was looking for any questions anybody might have. Let's see. Yeah, any questions at all? I'm totally up for questions. Obviously, my mind is completely distracted by Peru and preparing. Some of the ways that I'm preparing is not just packing. Like I said before, I'm also trying to prepare in regards to completely organizing all of my production while I'm there, so that everything that I have, all of my SD cards, every piece of every time I turn on that camera and I record, it's going to be noted here on a production report daily, a daily production report, and I will know what SD card that footage is on, what location I was in, what I was specifically like, what kind of video, what I was trying to create, this and that. It will all be there. So when I get back, I will have no problem in post production. Um, I was talking to somebody that's going, and I said that I like to be a little organized ahead of time and this and that. And I think they mistook it. They thought that I was like going to script things. I have there's nothing scripted for me. This is going to be me completely vlogging. Most of what I do isn't scripted. The news is kind of scripted. I have bullet points when I do the news, but I always ad lib when I do the news. Um, but what's important for me is just to have an organization when it comes to all of my data and all of my content, so that I'm not looking at a pile of SD cards when I return and trying to find, oh, which SD card is this on? Wait a minute, I don't remember. Did I put it on this card? Did I film it on that card? There will be none of that problem. The only thing that I have that's kind of scripted is I went ahead and did a lot of research about Peru, Lima specifically, while I'm in Lima, because I'm going to do some kind of fun travel vlogging kind of stuff while I'm in Lima with Dwayne. And I have about 10 pages of facts and information about Lima, Peru, and just lots of different things, from food, culture, history, um, all the statistics of the city and of Peru and things like that. Definitely a lot in regards to food. Food is a big thing for me. I've been in the food industry for most of my life, and I had a very super strong passion for food. Is Potato in the house? What's up, Potato? It's good to see you in my chat. I see you in other chats, but I know you don't make a lot of chats or a lot of streams. So I take it as an honor that you are here in my chat right now. I appreciate you popping by. Good to see you. Um, so yeah, so that's about as close as I get to scripting things. Is I have a nice little 10 pages of facts and informations about Peru and the capital of Lima, that I will be able to share some of that, not all of it, but it'll be there for me personally, and I'll be able to share some of that information with you guys when I do a little piece while I'm in Lima for the night. We're not supposed to go out at night. We've been warned not to really go out after dark, especially with anything of value, camera equipment, passports, credit cards, anything. Um, robbing and pickpocketing is very prevalent there in the city. Lima is not a small city. It's one of the largest cities in the world, honestly. So it's it's a good place to get into trouble if you're not street smart and watching yourself. So the first night that we get there, when we arrive, we're gonna go to the bed and breakfast and probably gonna stay there. We might find some food that's safe right near it if it seems safe, and we get the okay from even the hotel and stuff that they consider to be safe. So the plan is really the next day after we get out of the bed and breakfast, we're gonna go in the daylight and go run around in the city, or do that. So that's the plan, and we'll see how that goes. That's just a plan, but it's gonna be so much fun. I think the most important things is just to be street smart while I'm in Lima, and then when I get into the mountains, to just make sure that I drink bottled water. I'm definitely not going to take any chances with water for sure that I put into my body, because when I was a kid in Mexico, that was probably the biggest thing that we had to worry about when it came to like getting sick and stuff. The mosquitoes definitely were an issue, and I have been infected by mosquitoes with different crazy little like viruses and stuff as a child. So I do know that. I had one thing when I was a kid that came from a mosquito, and me and my mother both got it. And if you touched anywhere on our body, anywhere on my skin, if you touched it, or if you just a little slap like that, or if you pushed on the skin, even just a little bit pushed on the skin, it would leave a bruise. It was really weird. Besides that, it was just more of like a flu, and it just felt achy and like a little sick and achy. But we bruised very easily. It only lasted about 2.5 weeks, and we had antibiotics, and it went away. But there's definitely stuff to worry about with the mosquitoes a little bit. There's definitely yellow fever and malaria. But honestly, where we're going to be at, the town of Puerto Maldonado, it's really not that prevalent. and I've been told by a few people involved in the expedition that I really don't have to worry about too much. I'm probably going to be the only one that hasn't taken any shots. I have had a yellow fever shot once in my life, so I am good on that. But our hospital here is still down from the hurricanes that we had from Irma and Maria, getting hit by 2 Category 5 hurricanes. So we are down to 1 clinic. Our main hospital is completely abandoned. They're trying to create a portable hospital out of trailers still 9, 10 months later after the hurricanes. So immunization is pretty much impossible here. There's only 1 day out of the month where people come over from the Big Island and do immunizations. But living here already, dealing with dengue fever and malaria, and we have all those. We have to worry about all those things here as well. So no, I'm not scared. I'm just gonna watch myself. If I gotta wear DEET, I hate DEET. I don't even use it here because I don't like it. I don't want it on my skin. I don't believe in DEET. I think that it's a really, really nasty chemical, and I don't like it absorbing into my skin. I hate the way that it burns and warms up your skin, and just knowing that that's absorbing right into my bloodstream. The fact that DEET will take the paint off of cars kind of makes me think twice about putting it on my body. But for a couple of days, and to save myself from maybe malaria or yellow fever, I might wear some DEET while I'm in Peru. But that's the only time I will wear it. And when I come home, I won't be touching that stuff anymore. It's been years since I've put it on my body. So yeah, I'm not too worried about that. But yeah, everybody else has spent hundreds of dollars on all these shots and stuff. And I just think it's kind of crazy. That's just my personal opinion. I don't live in fear like that. I just don't live in fear like that. I mean, things could happen to us any day. All kinds of stuff could happen to us. And I just can't live like that. I just can't live in that kind of fear. Daryl Dimmer, how are you? Thank you for the super chat. I really appreciate your support always, every week. You are so awesome. And I look forward to bunking up with you at the Chicago Aquatic Experience. As most of you may or may not know, I'm sharing a room with Daryl Dimmer in Chicago for, I think it's what, 3 or 4 nights. I think 3 nights. Saturday, Sunday. Yeah, right. What was it's no 4 nights, right? Is it 4 nights? I think it is. But we're gonna be sharing a hotel room there at the convention center. The hotel connected to the convention center. So that will be super awesome. Corvus Oskin, Senor Joel, how are you? Good to see you. I really wish you could be going on this trip to Peru. It'd really be nice to have you and Jimmy. I think personally, I love Corey, but I think he should foot the bill and have you guys there, just as a bonus, just for the fun of it, not about money. I really wish you guys could be there, and if I had the money to spare, I would foot the bill for you guys to be there, just for the experience and the opportunity to film. And yeah, I mean, people could look at it many different ways. To me, it's not all about content creation. It's not all about business. It's just a fun experience. Yeah, we have 6 or 7 of us there, all filming the same stuff. It could get probably kind of a little boring. But then again, we all do that when we go to the aquatic experience. Everybody spits out their aquatic experience footage, and there's 40 or 50 of us all spitting out that footage onto YouTube. So it is what it is, but it's about the experience. But I hope that in the future, maybe next year, you can come along. I definitely plan on going back next year, and I also plan on going to Ecuador. I might try to drag Jimmy with me to Ecuador, or anybody else that's interested in going in that direction. But that's my plans next year. Yeah, Daryl Dimmer, 4 nights, roomies with Daryl Dimmer. Watch out. Just a warning to everybody in Chicago. Right? Yeah, you guys got to hold down the fort. I got that too. That is definitely important. Someone's got to keep the tanks clean. Someone's got to feed the fish. Someone's got to post the videos. I have about 6 pieces of content, 4 of them that are edited and ready to upload, and 2 or 3 more that 2 that I just filmed just now. It's all my equipment still set up. 2 that I filmed today, and 2 that I filmed on Friday. So actually, I have 4 pieces that I still need to edit. before I leave on Thursday, and everything posted up and scheduled to come out over the 13 days while I'm gone. So I really hope that you guys enjoy that stuff and none of it is too boring. It shouldn't be. I have a nice turtle video coming out. I have a review of my new photography backpack made by Dakine that's coming out. I have a DIY video of my a DIY build of a GoPro underwater rig that I just built and filmed a turtle video with on Friday. The tank behind me, behind the camera, just got scaped and planted. Luckily, you can't see it through the cloudiness of the fluval stratum, so you guys can see that in the video. So that's not going to be given away by my live stream right now. What else did I do? Ooh, what else was there? There was another piece of video or something out there. I'm not sure, but I'm not going to get too distracted by that. But yeah, I got some stuff coming out for you guys while I'm gone. And like I said before, I'm keeping it all super super organized. I have uh, daily production reports for everything that I film over the whole 13 days. All my information will be recorded. All my notes will be recorded. So there will be no problem when it comes to post production. Like I said, that's just one thing I've been lucky with having experience with working with other film teams and doing. I've done travel vlogging before. I've been the cameraman on a travel vlog tour, 3 months, filming every day, all day, restaurants, water sports activities. We traveled over 4 islands for 3 months and filmed all day, every day. And I was in charge of creating the filming schedule, recording all of the content, all of the notes, keeping track of all of the data and all of the footage and everything for post production. So take all these experiences and all this knowledge and kind of wrap them all into one, and I'm just gonna have a ball. Like I said, I can't stop talking about it, and I can't think about anything else. Oh right, what did you say? Chickens and wrestling? Oh, I'm trying not to miss any questions in the chat. I'm looking forward to some guinea pig on a steak. I'm gonna have some guinea pig. And Dwayne Kitchell says he's really not into it, but I'm gonna make him eat guinea pig, and I'm gonna make Corey eat guinea pig too. There was a couple other things. There's some famous soup that they have there. Sanguche, I think it's called sanguche, but it's actually it's a tripe soup, which would be intestine. So I don't know if I can get anybody to consume that with me. I might not tell them what it is. But yeah, guinea pig on a steak, which is which is how it's usually served. Is it's sold as a street food, which is grilled on a over a fire and handed out, served on a stick like you would have like grilled chicken on a stick at like a festival or something like that. So that's the plan there. Priscilla making Priscilla sick over here. Oh boy, I don't know Menudo. I don't know what Menudo is. It sounds familiar, but I'm not sure what it is. Um, and I'm not drinking anymore. But that is another. There's a couple of things. There's some famous drinks and stuff there. They've got their pisco sour is like their famous cocktail, which anybody else that chooses to drink can have that. My big thing will be ceviche. There is over 16,000 different. I think they're called cevicherias. I think it's what it's called. I might be wrong about that, but like ceviche booths, ceviche restaurants. There's over 16,000 places to get ceviche in Lima alone. That's pretty insane. So that is pretty much one of their national dishes. It is also very popular in Ecuador and places like that as well. But I will definitely be looking forward to having a nice bowl of ceviche, and yeah. that'll all be stuff I try to cram into my one day or afternoon or morning or whatnot, and in Lima with Dwayne. Me and Dwayne plan on getting fat on the what's it gonna be? Friday the 13th or the 14th? I believe it's the morning of the 14th. I believe it's the morning of the 14th. Oh, and something else I want to bring up while I have everybody that might still be here in the chat. I don't know if anybody can extend something out there to anybody they know. I will be in Fort Lauderdale, Florida for 14 hours. My plan while I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, possibly do a live stream. There's a couple things I really want to do. Now, I'm arriving in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on the night of the 13th, right around 9 o'clock on the dot. I would love to find some crazy fish keeper that wants to go dumpster diving and I want to live stream it. This is something I just want to do when I get back to the States, period, at one point or the other, is live stream dumpster diving behind PetSmart and Petco. You know, behind brand name pet stores, and do some dumpster diving. That's the crazy thing I want to do. That's kind of like off the wall nutty stuff. I know I'm not. I'm a crazy person. It's not that bad, but if I could find a wild, crazy fish keeper there that's in the family, or whatnot, that would be cool to do that, rather than sit in the airport. So there's that I'd like to do on the night of the 13th, or not. That probably won't happen. I'll have to maybe in Chicago one night we'll go out the night of one of the nights of the aquatic experience. I'll go out one night and go hit the local PetSmart and Petco garbage cans. I'll find someone in Chicago to do that with, definitely. Hopefully, I don't get arrested. We won't get arrested. They just warn you. They kick you out. They say, "Yeah, you can't do this," and they kick you out. What are they going to do? Give me a ticket? I'm going to get on a plane and leave. Anyways, anyways, but the real thing that I'd like to do, well, I'm going to be in Fort Lauderdale for most of the day. I don't fly out until 6 o'clock in the evening on Friday the 13th. I definitely would like to do a fish room or fish store tour. I have nothing planned right now. Obviously, that's really poor planning, but today and tomorrow and the next day, I'm going to be making phone calls to some of the biggest and best rated fish stores in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I will be making a plan to, if nothing else works, at the very least, I will take a taxi from the airport with my bags and go visit a fish store and then take a taxi back to the airport. I have way too much time and way too much daylight to be sitting in an airport. I will not do that no matter what. So look forward to probably just live stream it so that you guys can see it, because otherwise you won't get the content for 13 days. So I will do like a live stream fish store LFS, or a fish store tour in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I was looking at one place called Exotic Aquatic, was one place that I was looking at. It's like rated like the #1 fish store in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've definitely contacted the local fish club, the local aquarium society there in Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Florida, to try to catch up with somebody there. Now that I think it's called the Gold Coast Aquarium Society. They're the local aquarium society for that region, for that area, for Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And I'm about to hit 3 o'clock, and I'm just going to keep going here for a little bit. So it's the Gold Coast Aquarium Society. Now I've messaged their Facebook page. I've sent a message through their website, and I know that their Aquarium Club meeting, the Aquarium Society's meeting, is on the 11th, on Wednesday of this week, the 11th. They will be having their monthly meeting. So I've just been hustling to try to get a hold of anybody that I can, president, vice president, anybody within this Aquarium Society before they have their meeting on the 11th, because that's my best chance to get the word out that I'm going to be coming there, and I have the opportunity to. I prefer to go do a fish room tour of like a awesome breeder in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and go to somebody's house and get to tour their fish room rather than some commercial fish store. That would really be my #1 thing to do on Friday the 13th of this coming week. So cross your fingers that I can get a hold of somebody in this aquarium club before then. Nobody has responded to me yet. Like I said, it's the Gold Coast Aquarium Society of Miami and Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Um, and they're having a meeting on the 11th. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But I definitely want to make some good use of that day. There's no reason to sit in the airport, right? So look forward to 13th, me doing a live stream from somewhere. Will not be the airport, I promise. I will drop the dime if I have to, and or the dimes plural, and go find a fish store if nothing else, and stream from it. Let's see. Let me go back up here and check. Who's gonna get sick first? Who breaks something first? Who gets trouble with locals first? Right? I am not gonna get in trouble with locals. Don't plan on breaking anything except for this finger I've already broken. Where is it? That's my ugly finger. That's the ugly finger. I don't plan on breaking anything. And I don't plan on getting sick. I'm going to drink bottled water. I will use bug spray. I'm not going to touch any poisonous plants because people forget about the poisonous plants. A lot of poisonous plants. That's a really big one. Rashes and blisters and stuff for poisonous plants. It's probably a bigger issue than anything else. Is poisonous plants or drinking dirty water. Let's see. What was the other question? Farther down. There's another one from Mr. B. But wait, let's see. I wouldn't support that. I can't get arrested as non-citizen. Right. Just distracted by keep laughing. I'm trying to be distracted by the chat. I should pay attention to the chat more. I just keep talking, but I don't get distracted by the chat like I should. But Bob, I did notice that you're in here. I'm sorry that I haven't said anything yet. Good to see you, Bob. Senor Bob, Oranda Power. Very nice to have you in here. I've been loving your content lately. Bob from Oranda Power has been making a lot of content lately. He's got his new tank and been stocking that with different fish. It's really nice. If I need anything last minute before I leave, I really don't have time to get anything sent to me, to be completely honest. My aquarium box isn't going to be coming before I leave either. It'll probably arrive right after I leave. My aquarium box will come in the mail on like the 13th or the 14th or something, right? It does get here pretty fast. I feel like my aquarium box actually gets here before a lot of other people. And if you guys don't know about my aquarium box, it's a monthly subscription box with all kinds of awesome aquarium products. It's kind of like Christmas, getting a Christmas present every month, and lots of goodies and surprises inside of it. I love it. I've been getting it for over a year. I've got a pile of my aquarium boxes, empty boxes piled up high. I can't throw them away for some reason. I plan on reusing them or something, or building a fort out of them. I don't know. But it's a super, super awesome thing. Greg Jones is the founder of my aquarium box. It's a total, it's just an awesome, awesome product. And I really do love it. And I do endorse it as well. I do say if you don't have the My Aquarium box, you should definitely get it. I do have a code. What's the code? It's JHMAB is the code. If you go to the My Aquarium box website, I believe you get 5 or 10% off. I think it's 5% off your first My Aquarium box, your first subscription of the My Aquarium box. If you use that promo code JHMAB, so it'd be JH Joseph Harden My Aquarium box, JHMAB. You can use that, and but I definitely recommend the My Aquarium box. I've never had a box I did not enjoy. There might be one or two things there, like a food that I couldn't use because I don't have cichlids. But the cool thing about those kind of products is I can give them to somebody else. You know, like if I can't use it, it's still like something I can give as a gift to somebody else in the hobby. Send it to a friend of mine that I know has 2 tanks full of cichlids. I'll send the cichlid food to them and let them enjoy it. So I can always use everything in them. I do have a nice collection of Pleco caves. I don't have any Plecos, but I have like 3 different awesome kinds of Pleco cave right now. I think four different Pleco caves, and that's really cool. There's all kinds of cool products in there. Anyways, so yes, that is super awesome. Just want to give a little plug to Greg Jones in the My Aquarium box because I love it. Yeah, Science Gal Aquatics. You should definitely check it out. And the thing to keep in mind is they've got like 3 different kinds of boxes. You've got the saltwater My Aquarium box. You've got a freshwater My Aquarium box. I think there's kind of like an aquascaping My Aquarium box or the planted tank My Aquarium box. There's like I think there's like 2 or 3 or 4 different kinds of boxes that you can get. They also have one that's just a box. As far as I know, really cool stuff. Um, and they have they have their own line of fish food products as well at this point. All kinds of different products, fish food. Um, I think they have like fertilizer pellets or not pellets, but like fertilizer and all kinds of different stuff. I've been having fun with it. Let's see. Ashley Claire, hello, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Good to see you. Long time no see. Potato, you take care. I'm so glad that you made it in here. I will not forget random underwater footage. As long as the water's clear enough, I will be filming underwater for sure. But try to sneak up into these pools of water and stuff before we jump in there with all the sign nets in our rubber boots and stomp around and make a mess and freak all the fish out. I definitely plan on trying to see if I can get away in many different instances, get away with sneaking in real softly and quietly into the water first, and take my GoPro down and snorkel and mask and sneak up on some fish and maybe get some nice underwater shots. Maybe even do one of my little techniques of just tying the GoPro a string to the putting a string to the GoPro, throwing it over a tree limb, and I just lower it down in the water really slowly as to not really freak out the fish, and just let the GoPro sit in the water with the fish and film them that way, and then I can pull the GoPro back up. That's one of my techniques. So we'll see what I can get away with before all the anxious fish collectors want to jump in the water and catch the fish. 54 Punchy, well, he's got to run. 54 Punchy, you take care. Yeah, I'm over my 3-hour mark. Usually try to keep this 1 hour. I probably should go ahead and get out of here. I plan on going to go eat. I'm kind of like not been cooking up until I leave. I love to cook, but I'm just kind of enjoying eating out American food, American for a little bit before I hit Latin America. And I love Latin food, but it's my last little bit of American food. So something, go eat something. I'm not sure. Something American. I should say that with this hat on. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to be good. I'm not going to be goofy. Oh, everybody in here. It's like a mod squad going on in here. It's so nice to see all you guys in here. So thank you guys all for hanging out. I really do appreciate all of your support. Daryl Dimmer, thank you for that super chat. It means so much to me. Yeah, no, we will do some. I'm gonna do it eventually. I will be doing some dumpster diving eventually. Not just anywhere, you know what I mean? I'm talking about, fish store dumpster diving. The big brand name box stores, as they call it, hitting the PetSmart, the Petco, and the all those horrible. They're not horrible, but they throw way too much stuff out that they could pass on to other needy people, or they put a lot of dog food in the garbage as a tax write-off. And that dog food could definitely be fed to dogs. Could definitely go to shelters and places like that. It's not that dangerous to be feeding, especially there is a problem with dog food mold, but if it's in an air-conditioned pet store like that, a big mega pet store like that, It's fine. It's dry. It's not moldy. It's not going to get fungus in it and make a dog sick. So there's no reason that they don't pass that stuff on. Uh, it's just a tax write-off, and they enjoy the tax write-off. So that's just stuff that frustrates me. So I have no problem jumping into their garbage can and taking the stuff that they choose to throw away that's still worth value. Damien, it's good to see you in here. I'll dumpster dive with you when you come to California. All right, when I get to California, part of my cross country tour will be dumpster diving and handing out fish tanks to science teachers. There we go. Sounds like a plan. Let's see. You might have to watch the replay. Yeah, I ran in here last minute. I was filming two pieces of content right behind me. So I'm like, oh, probably. Oopsie, turn that mic off. Save that battery. I had the mic on the whole time for no good reason back there. Wasting my battery. All right, everyone. Let's see. I should get out of here. I should totally get out of here. And as people come in the chat, King Lee, how are you? Do what you love, man. King Lee, it's so good to see you. I appreciate you popping into the chat. I'm almost trying to wrap it up. It's hard to wrap it up as everybody starts flowing in still. But preparing to go to Peru, completely sidetracked. Can't think about anything else. All I'm doing is packing my bags, unpacking them, repacking them, unpacking them, repacking them. Oh boy. And just keep in mind, I do have some nice content coming up while I'm gone. I'm working really hard to film a bunch of stuff before I leave, edit all of it that I can, get as much of it edited, posted up. It's scheduled to come out and release while I'm away. So that's definitely my goal, is to have a lot of nice content for you. Like I said, I've got a video, another video on turtles, which I'm just that'll come out in the next week or two. They got a video on turtles. I got a DIY video coming out. I have escape of a shrimp tank coming out. Why do let me go back. Let me go and see what I have. I have it all up here. I have I have a video on moving some fish to a koi pond. I took a lot of fish from my fish room and took it to a koi pond. Things that needed more room and a nicer home. So I have a video about that coming out while I'm gone. I have the review of my new photography backpack from Dakine. That is a little bit of a review. It's just a really nice piece of equipment. It's going to make my life so much easier while I'm in Peru and while I'm traveling. It's really nice bag. I don't know where it's at. It's right behind me, so you can't see it. Ha ha. I don't want anybody to see it. I want you to watch the video. Anyways, but I thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate all of your support. Daryl Dimmoth, once again, thank you for your super chat. Pro Tim Aquatics, it's good to see you in here. Matthew Moore, Cichlids, congratulations. You should be at 500 subs. If you're not subscribed to Matthew Moore Cichlids, definitely go and subscribe to his channel. He's trying to break his goal, 500 subscribers. He was like 4 away last time that I looked. He should be there now. I hope so. But congratulations to you on 500 subs. It's super awesome. You have 25 photo bags and don't like any of them. Well, the one I got is awesome. It is perfect for traveling. It is perfect for me. I'm taking 2 cameras with me. I can get everything in there. 2 cameras, 2 microphones, flash, everything, all my batteries, and all kinds of other personal equipment, personal stuff. All of my production records, all my paperwork, all my notes. It's got an awesome compartment to like quickly pull out my main camera body with my like a kit lens on it. It's killer. It's killer. It's like the deluxe version photography backpack from the kind. Probably find it on their website. Did a lot of research on it, and it can't beat it as far as I'm concerned. That's why I'm doing a review on it, because I think it's probably one of the best things that I've seen yet, and it's just going to do the job. It's going to do the job for me. And I was just really excited when I packed it full, thinking it was nice, but I was still going to like pack it full and tight. And it's really nice because there's room for everything and nothing's cramped. Nothing's going to be rubbing up against each other. I don't have to worry about anything getting damaged from things being like just packed in. Everything got its own space. Everything has its padding, and it's just versatile and very functional. It's well thought out. The design was very well thought out, and it's got a pocket and compartment for everything. So and then some. So and it's so comfortable to wear. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing anything, to be completely honest. And it's just covered in padding, so even if you had a bunch of really heavy production equipment inside of it, you wouldn't feel that poking through at your back. It's well padded, and it's even waterproof. So can't beat that. It's perfect for what I'm doing. All right, I could ramble forever. I really need to get out of here so I can get on to editing all this content for you guys, to have all this stuff to release to you over the next couple of weeks. This will be my last live stream until I return. I will not be doing the news next weekend. I'm so sorry. And probably the weekend after that, I will not be doing the news. So unfortunately, there will not be any news for the next 2 weeks. Super sad to have to say that. But I will be trying to make up with that with 3 pieces of content a week for you guys. And any chance that I can get enough signal to do a live stream, I will do a live stream. If our signal is strong enough at the house, we will have internet, but I don't think it's going to be strong enough for us to stream. But if we do have enough bandwidth to stream, I'm sure that we will all sit down together and do a community live stream. Me, Corey, Dwayne, Kitchell, and Dean and I will all sit down and do a live stream for you guys, to keep you guys in touch with us and let you guys know that we're safe and alive and healthy and happy. Can you see the glow? Can you see the glow? I'm glowing. I'm glowing. I'm so happy. So happy. I'm ready to do this. Daryl Dimmer, you take care. Thank you. Thank you for everything, all your support. I look forward to hanging out with you in Chicago at the Aquatic Experience, and everyone else that will be there. That will be super awesome, but that's a little ways away. Okay. I'm going to take my glowing self on, and I'm going to go continue to do what I need to do. Once again, thank you guys for all of your support. I appreciate everything that all of you do. I appreciate all of you that like my videos, all of you that comment on my videos and share them. Sharing my videos does wonders for the channel. That's probably the best way to support somebody's channel and help them to grow, is share the content out there that you find to be valuable to other people. Besides that, I just appreciate all of your support and every one of you that have helped me through this journey and given me the inspiration and motivation to continue forward. Thank you guys so much. And remember, guys, keep your tanks clean, your fish fed, and have fun.